Alright, and we're back. We're back. If you're just joining us, we just lost a run. All because I took a corruptor that apparently was unwinnable. We even tried the battle like 3 or 4 times. So it frustrated me to the point where I want to do another run to get payback at the game. Oh. And that wasn't even random combats either. Ooh. So we're going to leave the settings the same. Who else would go good on dark? The scouts can't really do dark, but Gustav could end up going with Nezglekt. But I'm putting Nezglekt in here specifically as the healer. But if we can get there is an accessory that is for every insane charge, apply a dark charge. The cold dark of night. So, what, have Evelyn battery? I think we have Evelyn battery. She'll still be able to contribute to the cold end, but primarily be a battery. Zek going cold and dark. Malukah going full dark. And Nezglekt with his normal insane, but hoping that we can get the ring for insane charges to dark. And without a tank, and we're not going to be applying a lot of regen either. Might as well do that so that we can at least, well, she wouldn't need it that high, but like spot heal. insane charges and mind damage instead. Because that would increase Nezglekt's healing. Because I'm not going to be using her as a healer at all. And throw sight charges on there. As a matter of fact, it takes 3. Let's actually take that 12 life off. To sight enemies, remove stealth. Okay. Nezglekt. Full insane. He still can apply dark. And shadow, technically. I don't really have anything that can be pulled off to give him even more sight charges. His healing done on him does not affect his mental leech. It's just 20% of all the insane charges and 10% of all the sight charges in play. And this heal does not gain bonuses. So giving him heal charges means nothing. So just give him a couple of points in shadow damage. Zach does not need that. We can grab that. You're full there. The mages don't have much in the line of sight stuff. He should actually still get a little bit of insane. Because a lot of the moves that are for dark charges also apply insane charges. Now, you are going to be batterying. Oh, I gotta change that real quick while I'm seeing and remembering it. You need that. Not the extra charges. You need the charges on yourself not exploding until... I did one the... a day or two ago as a personal run where I ran Evelyn and Wilbur together running full water spark. Grabbing the Spark enemies also applies 30% of its charges as spark charges to the sides at the start of the turn. And then taking Wilbur's ability, Voltaic Arc, Spark on enemies also damages the enemy with Spark. It's like the entire enemy party just ends up wiping themselves out. Oh yeah, you get like 25 stacks of water and like 60 stacks of spark, and they're taking like 150 spark damage a turn. I'm just trying to decide on whether I want to add shadow damage or if I want... Well, the spark end of that is only self-energized, so we don't need that. We'll take the extra damage in cold, or the extra 2 damage in cold, and then take a couple extra shadow damage and an insane charge. Yeah, they really are. Because it's like the first one dies at like 150 damage to self, and then the next person dies with like 200, and the next person after that like 350, and then it's like the last person dies, but they've got like 180 charges of spark on them. Okay, sight, insane, dark, shadow, cold, shadow, an extra, set, and insane. Shadow, cold, with an extra charge and insane. Sight, removing stealth, insane, and dark. On Madness 3 with Impending Doom and Decadence. Which also means that Nezglekt's heal is 25% less. Or -3 and minus 25% less. Which means he needs a lot of insane charges in order to, like, heal. Alright, so 106, 91, 99. You two are changing positions. And 84. 3 energy a turn, all the way across the board. 13, 14, 16, because you are fast, but we need to get Nezglekt's speed immediately. Okay, we've seen it a few times, we'll just skip that now. Nope. I'm not planning on regen stacks at all. No regen. No regen. No regen. Well, yeah, because, I mean, we're primarily going to be looking at Nezglekt's healing, which is essentially like regen stacks on everybody that just trigger on his turn. At least that's how I look at it. That was stupid. We're gonna stop that real quick. I'm gonna actually drop down a madness level, because I was running on Madness 3 on my personal runs to try and unlock Madness 4, but I want that chest that we just got. Okay, we'll compromise and we'll add random combats and especially when it was like 9,000 shards. I don't want restricted power. Maybe do overcharged monsters. I mean, that leaves it at the same percentage at Madness 5. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. Now, let's do this. Alright. Yeah, this was the chest from the last run. 7,100 gold and 9,400 shards. Why, thank you. And if push comes to shove and we need to use it, we'll use the other one that I already have. Alright, like kind of basically none of that. Let's start pets-wise. Evelyn, take daily. Nezglekt, take oculi. Malukah, take Sharpie. And Zach, take Betty. Yeah, Zach, take Betty. And re-roll that, because that was terrible. Well, right off of the bat, we are going to start with the merchant badge, since it shows up right away. And Nezglekt needs speed instantaneously. And for now, take the runic dice, actually. That was a terrible roll. Zek is already the fastest one. So you take the brigand armor. I don't necessarily want to go too hard too early. But I want them having at least some type of defense here. Okay, these are really crappy rolls. Last one. Take the crystal ball. I really don't want to slow her down, but that'd be a lot of resistance. Nah, we'll hold off there. I want to save some of the money. Okay. Sec. You've got the Dark Packs, you've got Curses of Exhaustion. I want... at least one Dark Future in both of their decks. Because we are going to be applying quite a few site charges too. I want a Darkness Falls. Could give him a reoccurring nightmare. I could have sworn there was another Dark on all. I guess not. Or at least we don't have access to it in the first shop here. You're going to be getting rid of those. You're going to be getting rid of those. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Ice. Frost Novas. I want the one that purges. The winter orbs are a little expensive to just throw into the deck at whim. Both of you guys need Tomes of Intellect. Place 2 into your hand, cost reduced by 2 and vanish. It's a little expensive right off. Alright, so close you. Mana Surge, you already have 2 transmissions. Give me an upgraded replenishment that draws. You have 2 Dark Rituals. I did not give you any of those. My bad. Because I want everybody else as slow as possible. Well, let's move on for the moment. You have black karmas, which can go to self-eliminating. The shadow men's can go to not hurting yourself. I kind of want to get rid of the vitalizes. We aren't working with poison, so those will eventually become obsolete. The bad auguries we do want. Grab an upgraded fanaticism. Oh, it was the healers that had the other one. Grab the big unholy storm. And at least one dark outbreak. Sight charges. We've got 2 bad auguries. We want clairvoyances, because that also helps Nezglekt's healing. One of each mind visions, and a couple of 1-cost mental shakes. You get the clairvoyances. And you do not have any bad auguries. One of each of you. You can take the big boys. Like, we're gonna have a lot of them. Alright, let's eliminate here. I never use that. I'm sure it probably has its uses, but we're going to hold on to one of those for right now. I forgot he also starts with the mind visions, but that's okay. Get rid of a couple of those. Get rid of those. Something like that. Nah, ditch them both. Alright. You're not going to have your ability for a little while. I'm going dark charges here, so the Curse of Shadows is better than the Shadow Bolt. I want the Curse of Exhaustions because, again, we're running a squishy party. We want everybody else being as slow as possible. Oh, that reminds me. There's one that I want to pick up for both Zek and Evelyn, solely for the all monster slow. You're more so running battery with the replenishment, the transmissions, the Tome of Intellect. I should probably actually give her a couple of dark rituals as well. Dealing less damage to herself, please. We'll hold on to one of those. I want you having your dispel, definitely. Those are also a slow. So she can hold on to those, at least for now as well. Come into here. More charges. Just all the charges. I want to keep... No. I want to keep them in the deck. They're dark charges. Go this way. The dispel going to 3. Less self-damage. Please and thank you. And again, the same thing with the dark packs. Less self-damage. The Curse of Shadows. It's a little too expensive. Evelyn. Because you're batterying, I'm giving you the big ones. Transmission not getting rid of itself. I can't believe I ran out. Wow, it's just like that quick. All right, let's just go for the gusto. All the draw. Do. We'll just end up flying right through Act 1 because of this, but that's fine. Well, now we have more money to play with. Evelyn does not have a weapon yet, and neither does Malukah. Evelyn batterying, reducing cost is good. Oh, Yes. That's a tough call right there. Actually, weirdly enough, not really. Speed up so you can slow everybody else down. That is definitely way better than the Prophet Staff. So that's 3 charges on Sight, 2 charges on Insane, 2 charges on Dark. And a very terrible roll. Wow. Ah, there we go. You take a cup of death. I would like her to get a little bit of defense here. Like an armor that actually gives her defense. Without slowing her down. There we go. A veteran armor will definitely work for that. It's relatively cheap. We'll just do that to kit him out. And we'll head out. Saving the rest of this for later on. We're not going elemental. We're not going... I mean, we are going elemental, but not fire. And we're not going bleed. So come down to Moon Ritual. Can go through the Jeweler. Alright, let's check you first. Anything good? Another Brigand armor. Which is definitely better than that. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. So it's the same either way. It's 2 fights in an event. Let's go this way.